Mason, this is via Jeff Snyder's The Hot Mic podcast.
Oh, yes.
He'd be saying that Sydney Sweeney, of course, we know from Euphoria and also
White Lotus,
and various other things. Other things probably. She's going to be
that birthday celebration she had, and people were like, "Are they her relatives? What the hell? What?
Hey man,
what is the flag on that guy's shirt? What is it saying?"
Everybody, look, I have relatives like that, so I'm not going to be throwing stones because you catch me a photo with somebody like that. Those photos exist. They're out there, Mason.
Oh, no.
I want to get ahead of it.
All right. That's right. Your family are big bad Beetleborgs.
I'm saying people aren't defined by their family necessarily, Mason. This is just a defense of myself.
They are defined by which Spider-Woman they may or may not be in a movie.
So she's going to apparently be a Spider-Woman, and it's unknown which one at this point, but apparently probably Julia Carpenter.
Yes.
Which one's that?
Julia Carpenter is the one that looks like Black Suit Spider-Man because her costume came first and then they ripped it off of Black Suit Spider-Man. So it's the black and white costume. She's got like sort of a flowing red hair situation. And Jessica Drew is the British one. Mm-hmm. That's right, another surprise British Marvel character.
Yuck.
Secretly British. She's the one that has sort of the red and yellow costume and black hair. The red and yellow costume, of course, they ripped off of Spider-Man's Iron Spider suit.
Oh, yeah. And she's the one who... She's not magic. What is she? She's got different spider powers or something, doesn't she?
Oh, boy.
One of them's got different Spider-Man powers.
Julia Carpenter, so the one Sydney Sweeney presumably is playing, I think she has psychic web powers.
Okay, right.
She throws out like a...
It's a psychic blast, is it?
Yeah, of sorts, yes, I think so.
That's so cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is cool.
I think so.
So, well, speaking of, we may as well, while we're doing Across the Spider-Verse, what was the casting that you be hearing this week, Mason?
I don't have it here, but let's grab it.
I believe his name is Karan Sony, and he plays the cab driver
in the Deadpool movies. That's right.
Movies. And he's also Jerry Seinfeld in the Auntie Donna Big Ol' House of Fun series. I meant to ask them, but I will next time I see them. Because I know they reached out to a lot of big names. I wonder if they wrote that for Jerry Seinfeld initially. But anyway, that's great. It's a really funny show and moment. But so yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. I like that casting. We're going to be seeing all sorts of spider peeps in that movie, bouncing and swinging about, Mason. Don't you agree?
Yes.
He agrees, everybody.
But more about this Spider-Woman thing.
Sure.
Is there anything else?
What do you mean?
Plot villains.
Adam Scott's in it.
Oh, I don't mind that.
I think he's an Uncle Ben, maybe.
Okay. Great.
Dakota Fanning's in it.
Hi, I'm an Uncle Ben.
Which one? I don't know.
Do you need me to die to teach you a lesson about power and responsibility, or because I got the afternoon free? If you don't mind.
I'm just looking at the cast here, and nobody's there. Oh no, he is Ben Parker. Okay, Dakota Johnson is Madame Webb.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever that even means now, because she's going to be sitting in a big spider chair.
I hope she's sitting in a big spider chair.
I don't think she is, because I think there's photos on set, and she's like driving an ambulance or something. She's like a paramedic.
Right.
Emma Roberts is in it.
She's looking at a big spider chair and she's going, tut, 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 not on my watch.
I would never. Yeah, anyway.
But that's probably just that's a teaser for the sequel.
I agree. Good cast, though, looking at this cast. But, it's also a Sony Spider-Man spin-off, so, take that as you will. But no, the animated one apparently is looking good as well.
That's great.
Across the Spider-Verse. Speaking of animation, Mason.
Go on.
They announced that there will be a trailer earlier in the week for this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Yes.
And they announced the cast. Now, of the 4 Ninja Turtle characters, I'm not. This is a young man's game.
These people. These are all young fellas.
Yeah, that's right. Some of them I recognize from things, and some of them I do not. But it's Mika Abbey, Shamon Brown Jr., Nicholas Cantu, and Bradley Noon.
Well, I don't recognize any of those names.
That's right.
But once they're in 4 to 5 movies, I'll be like, by the 5th movie, I'll be like, hey, was that guy in one of those other movies?
I saw a movie.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a movie.
I've seen a movie that time. Okay, Grandpa. Off you go. But for the oldies.
Yeah, here we go.
Seth Rogen is Bebop.
Good casting.
John Cena is Rocksteady.
Good casting.
Paul Rudd is Mondo Gecko.
I love Mondo Gecko.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's cool.
And Giancarlo Esposito is Baxter Stockman.
So there's also there's a Baxter Stockman.
Go on.
And there's also a character called Superfly, who's played by Ice Cube, who's a different fly-based character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so I suspect this Baxter Stockman is more akin to the one from the original comic books. He's the guy that builds the Mousers the mouse hunting robots, but he doesn't turn into a fly man.
Okay.
So I suspect
he might be that one. But I think they've both got like fly motifs around there.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look.
I don't know. But Post Malone is Ray Fillet.
Okay, sure.
So that's good.
Who's Man Ray? Is Ray?
Is there a man? I think is there a man?
That's Ray Fillet. Maybe Ray Fillet is Man Ray.
Yeah, you might be right.
Okay. Who's the Crocodile Man?
Oh, that's fucking what's her name? She's Australian. Rose Byrne.
Oh,
is Leatherhead.
I was going to say as a joke, Rose Byrne.
Well, no, it's real.
Wow.
I know that's upset you because I know you want. Is there going to be any guarantees?
Yes.
But whatever.
Yeah, she's a professional. Maybe she'll give us what we want.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Do you think with Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd, do you think we're going to get a replay of Here's How I Know You're Gay from
yes, I do think that. Yeah.
I think so.
I think it's about time they brought it back.
I think bring back that little routine. I think it's probably aged really well.
Yeah. You know what? The worst thing about that scene is they're using different controllers. Yeah. One's on like a Dreamcast controller. One's on a Nintendo 64. It's nonsense, Mason.
Maybe they have two televisions. They're playing two separate games.
Well, that's fine then.
That's just bros being bros in the same room, you know?
It is bros being bros. Mm-hmm. On top of that, so this is directed by Jeff Rowe, who's the director of The Mitchells versus the Machine, which is a great movie, animated movie if you've ever seen it.
I haven't.
I think it went straight to Netflix.
Terrific.
Really good, though. Anyway, as I mentioned before, I think there's something to like about every incarnation, and my son has been working through. He's now back on the 2012 series, which is a lot of fun. There's just a series where it's just set entirely in space.
Oh,
like season 4, it's just like, this one's in space.
Do they meet the alien rhinoceros?
Yes, they do. The
right.
Triceratons, yes, they do,
okay.
Mason. Yeah. There's a one where they travel to ancient Japan, or like 20 years earlier.
Nice.
Not ancient Japan. Slightly earlier in Japan. Yeah, maybe in the early 90s.
Is this the 80s? Oh, my God.
Yuck. But apparently in
this technology is closer to our technology. I don't like it.
Apparently in this movie, and the new one, I really like Rise as well. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was good, and I like the movie as well. But this new one, apparently they're going to be in high school. Like they're just going to just put them in high school and be like they're normal teens and whatever. So we'll see. All right, why won't we?
So we're not, but they're not going to do. They are normal kids who are turned into turtles.
No, I think they're just like we'll just send some turtles to school. Oh, and Jackie Chan is Splinter. We didn't mention that.
There you go.
But that Hannibal Buress, did you mention that? Genghis Frog. Cool.
They're bringing they're bringing a lot of deep cuts here.
Exactly. Now, Mason.
Have they changed the rules again regarding what mutagen does?
Depends on the series.
It does depend on the
series.
You
can be double mutated.
Yeah.
You can be triple mutated. You can be not mutated. You can be regular.
Just a regular man?
Too.
Or just a regular animal?
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You know what I think they should lean into in Ninja Turtles? Or maybe they have in incarnation.
You're a chicken on a farm. You're being led into like a industrial thresher. You're going to be turned into a roast chicken at the supermarket. You're like, oh boy, I sure hope I get mutagen into a chicken super warrior real soon. That'll be great.
It's getting close.
Oh boy.
This is what I think. And maybe what I'm about to say might be in an incarnation, but there's no reason, and sometimes they're not because they look different, that they're actually any of the turtles are blood related.
Sure.
They could just be 4 different turtles, and often they're different colors and sizes anyway or whatever. And I think that would be interesting to lean into the idea of a family that they're not even related, seeing as their dad is a rat anyway.
Sure, yeah.
And I think, there could
we can all relate.
Exactly.
Many of us have dads who are rats.
I got a photo of it. I don't know what to tell you about it. But yeah, I don't know. You could have a scene where it's like, we're not even real brothers, but they are real brothers, Mason.
In a way, they are, aren't they?
That's right, because it's more about how many people you can beat up together.
And you're just going to give that scene away for free.
Yeah.
Should we edit that out, maybe?
What am I going to do with it?
We put it behind the paywall and we say, Nickelodeon, whoever owns the Ninja Turtles, if you want a scene that's about family and people are going to love it, you got to pay $9 a month.
Yep.
You go to bigsandwich.co. You can click on that link and you can get that scene.
I'm going to blow your mind.
Where they're like, we're not real brothers. Well, in a way, we are brothers.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's like, in a way, you're the best kind of brothers there are. Mutant brothers.
Who beat up people.
They're violent mutant brothers. Hey, yeah, we are. And then you just wreck a convenience store. And they high five. They're like, yeah, we're brothers. We're violent brothers.
I love it. Yeah. So anyway, it's probably been done. I probably saw that somewhere and just stole it. I don't know. Anyway, look, you know what? I would love to. I would never happen, but to write something with the Ninja Turtles would be amazing. I like the Ninja Turtles.
With the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, with them. We'd write something together.
Okay,
yeah.
that'd be great.
It'll literally never happen. But
well, yeah, because they wouldn't let you in the group. No. You'd have to prove how violent you are.
I can be violent, Mason. I could wreck a convenience store.
I guess you could.